May 2026, Swatch drops a collab with AP, and the entire watch world assumes wristwatch Royal Oak vibes, $400 done. What landed? A pocket watch with a lanyard, no strap, just vibes. Half the internet is furious, the other half is obsessed. But here's the thing, AP has been this brand since 1972. Disruptive, loud, slightly unhinged in the best possible way. The original Royal Pop, it already existed in AP's DNA long before Swatch came calling. This is that story, and it starts with the craziest business decision in Swiss watch history. Audemars Piguet had been making some of the world's finest watches since 1875, but it's 1970, and luxury watches meant gold. AP was about to change that forever, and they had 2 years to pull it off. Georges Gollet, AP's MD, gets a wild brief from the brand's partners: build a luxury steel sports watch to rival gold. Gollet one-ups them. He prices it like a gold dress watch. Everyone thought he'd lost his mind. Steel was for tool watches, not luxury. It's 4 p.m., April 10th, 1970, one day before the Basel Fair. Gollet calls up Gerald Genta, the absolute legend, and according to AP's archives and Genta himself, he designed the Royal Oak in one night. One night. Some brands take 5 years on a dial color. The Royal Oak 5402. Octagonal bezel inspired by a diving helmet, exposed screws everyone called industrial. Integrated bracelet that was a nightmare to make. 39 millimeters when everyone else was making 34s, yet thin as heck at just over 7 millimeters. Priced around 3,300 to 3,650 Swiss francs, this steel watch cost more than many gold Patek Philippe dress pieces and roughly 10 times the price of a Rolex Submariner. But here's the genius. This wasn't about telling time. This was status through design, not precious metal. And it started working. Gianni Agnelli, Fiat boss, Ferrari insider, Sprezzatura king, War One, then royalty, then fashion icons. Italy's elite paid attention, and AP doubled that first 1,000-piece idea into 2,000 A-series watches. The 5402 didn't just sell, it created a new category, the luxury steel sports watch. Before the Royal Oak, that concept basically didn't exist. That's cultural disruption at its finest. The Jumbo's 39 millimeters were actually huge for the 70s, so the Royal Oak went mid-size in 77 with the 4100 at 35 millimeters. Other iterations followed, and then in 92, they dropped the reference 14790 at 36 millimeters. This is where AP absolutely nailed it. Perfect unisex proportions, and they got creative. Across 3 series, the 14790 basically became AP's playground. One of the Royal Oaks with the most interesting configurations you'll ever see, with dial colors that would make collectors swoon. You had the classics, white ivory dials with a cream tone that aged beautifully, blue dials in several variations from subtle navy to the famous electric Yves Klein blue, salmon pink dials, special orders made only for VIP clients. And then AP said, you know what, let's make it loud. Ferrari red, vroom vroom for your wrist, Canary yellow. The rarest one, 4790 dial, bright and absolutely not for wallflowers. Military dials with smooth black surfaces and unusual sword hands, a rare variation that polarized collectors. AP even experimented with exotic materials, rare tantalum and steel combinations, or tantalum with rose gold, metals so difficult to work with that machines wore out twice as fast. This was AP looking at their most elegant sports watch and deciding luxury doesn't have to whisper, it can shout. Coming up, Act 3. If this changed how you see the Royal Oak, hit subscribe. So Swatch will probably sell a gazillion of these. What's in it for AP? The same thing that's always been the play, making future enthusiasts. Some kid buys a Royal Pop, gets curious, Googles Royal Oak, discovers this incredible design history. 5 years later, they're explaining tapisserie dials to confused friends. 10 years later, their spouse is questioning their life choices while they're saving for a vintage 14790. That's the journey. We've all been there. If the Royal Pop brought you here, welcome to the obsession. Because here's the thing, you don't have to own an AP to be an AP fan. You just have to understand what makes it special. Drop a comment which 14790 color you'd hunt for. Mine's that Yves Klein blue. Subscribe, and until next time, buy the hype but invest in the history.